Well, I know what brought you here on this bitterly cold night. Love. Because when something deeply matters to us, we'll find a way. The truth is, when it comes to love, nothing else really does matter. I'm not talking about some kind of sweet, sappy, Hallmark kind of love. I'm talking about the thing inside of us that keeps us going when we thought we couldn't do it. When we thought we couldn't do it. Love is what happens when a mother's been in labor for 12 hours. Love is that last push that she wasn't sure she could do. Love shows up when nothing else will do. In this evening's readings, love rides a donkey from Nazareth over the hills and rough roads to Bethlehem. Why? Because God told a young girl she was needed to bring the love of God into the world. And lamb in a cow's feeding trough in a cold barn. How strange. Yes, love shows up in some completely unexpected places. 10 years ago this past week, 10 years ago this past week, the opposite of love showed up at Sandy Hook Elementary School. Now, you might wonder where love was in all that madness. But it was there, I guarantee you. And in fact, the shooter wasn't the only one stalking the halls that day. Love was there in the hearts and in the wisdom of those teachers who enfolded their arms around the little ones to shield them. Love was there. And one of those kindergarten teachers was Lauren Russo, who was baptized right over there, some 40 years ago. And we celebrated her life 10 years ago. How can someone be brave in the face of madness? Love always finds a way. And in fact, as we've heard before, love is the reason for the season. We're celebrating the fact that God so loved the world that he sent a baby named Jesus to show up here and to begin his journey with us and among us to seek and find love. Sure, God could have sent this baby to a royal palace, to important people who could have pulled a few strings, got the message out more quickly and faster. But God didn't. Instead, an all-knowing God knew it's not the powerful, but the outsiders that want to feel God's truth deep inside. It's not the people who have everything, who really hunger for what's true, what's beautiful, what's lovable in this world. Instead, the message went out to people who were not loved by the people of that time: the beggars, the prostitutes, the tax collectors, the lame and the insane and the sinners, the imperfect people, kind of like us. In case you ever wonder if God really loves you, then just look at who God picks to send the Christmas message to. Sure, there are times for all of us when God doesn't seem too lovable. Like those of you here this Christmas, some of you are missing the ones that you loved who've been taken from your sight. But that's the thing. Presiding Bishop Michael Curry had it right when he said, Jesus came to show us how to live, how to be reconciled with God and with each other. And he taught us the way to do it, God's way of love. For God's way of love is God's way of life, his way of life. It's our hope for our families, our communities, our societies. Indeed, it's our hope for the whole world. Love. For God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, and love came down at Christmas. So this is the title of a Christmas hymn, a poem written by Christina Rossetti back in the 1800s. And it's performed these days by a Christian rock band called Jars of Clay. And it goes, love came down at Christmas, love, a lovely love divine. Love was born at Christmas, stars and angels gave the sign. Love will be our token, love be yours, and love be mine. Love from God to all of us, love for peace and gift a sign. Now, these days when there seems to be so much darkness around, it's easy to become skeptical about whether love matters. But Martin Luther King himself told us, darkness cannot cast out darkness. Only light can do that. And hatred cannot cast out hatred. Only love can do that. So let the candle that you light tonight, very shortly, kids will be lighting the candles. Let that candle be carried out into this cold night, and let its flame live inside you, inside your heart, all this year. Love will find a way. Amen.